My soul needed a savage friend, a weird daredevil, but do you mend? My life became a dead end. Big C got me on the wrong track. Fought the cancer in a cul-de-sac. Lean says bite back. On life's jacked racetrack we react. Lacking the cool, but we lean and we loo. 안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 린입니다. What the heck is the dance he's singing hellos?
Because I'm overtired and I'm just enjoying myself.
Wait, to be fair though, the more overtired we get, the weirder we get.
I just ate chocolate, guys, and you need to know what a big deal this is because this is hazelnut chocolate. And I just went last week and got blood tests and allergy tests done because I'm allergic to the world. And according to the allergy test, I'm no longer allergic to the world, and I can eat stuff that I never thought I could eat before. So I'm allergic to peanut, but I didn't know if I was allergic to hazelnut. And so this week I have tried hazelnut and Nutella, and now I can eat it. So guess what I'm eating? I don't normally eat chocolate, but
there's less chance of me poisoning you by accident in Korea now that we know you're not allergic to loads of stuff. Exactly. I have beside me cold pizza. I have like a plate of cold pizza.
Yeah, I have chocolate. So
okay. We are doing a Youngtak video. And this one is an MV.
Yeah.
We missed
kind of an MV,
it. Like he's on the screen and he moves. He's no longer a still image. That is a bonus for us.
That's a bonus.
We've been watching just the music versions of his videos lately.
I know. So we're happy.
Okay. This one is called
Comforter.
And we have the lyrics beside us. And we're going to try and do our wee Mr. Youngtak some justice with this one, aren't we?
We are. I think this is
tired.
Yeah. I think this is more of a ballad because I've seen about 10 seconds of it when I was trying to pull it up. But we just did a really hyper Youngtak song. So now
this better not be a sad song or you're getting sacked. Here. You're allergic to the world of food. I'm allergic to the world of feelings, okay?
좋습니다. 미안해.
Where if I will come over there if this is a sad song that gives me any kind of heart pain, I will give you body pain. Okay.
Let's do it.
You're praying now, aren't you? You're hoping it's not.
토닥토닥 내 사랑아.
Oh, his voice.
오늘 하루 어찌 보냈소. 걸음이 힘겨웠다 말도 못하고 찬비 맞아 시려 달빛마저 무거운 그저 몸을 니고 싶을 때 나는 그대 이불이 되어 아픈 마음 덮어주겠소. 이젠 나의 품에 안기어 좋은 꿈만 꾸길 바라오.
I'm scared to interpret this video. I'm getting scared, okay, because there's a lot of elderly people that he's putting covers on that are asleep. You've already done this to me once today.
Can I just say that Ajuma is so cute. That Ajuma.
These better not be people passing off at the end of their life, going to getting a sad comfort and farewell from Youngtak, because if they are, I'm leaving right now.
I want that Ajuma for myself. Like, I'll gladly hang out with her on the weekend and she can cook for me and I can cook for her. She's so cute. Her little kind face. I love her.
You would adopt an Ajuma. You would.
This
lyric so far is kind of pointing at people going through hard days and like the basically the hardness of life. I'm starting to worry about the MV though, why they're all now elderly people and they're all going to sleep and he's covering them up as if he's some kind of guardian angel taking them to another life. This better not be what's happening here, Louise.
Well, Youngtak is a guardian angel. His voice does comfort us. That is true. So, but I'd also have to say that, like, it's set in the 1980s or something in some parts, because I noticed the old telephones with the cords and
I thought it was like, at first, I thought it was showing all the people that had lived in the generations of that house, like who had lived their life and then passed away in old age, and then it was the next people that lived now, because they all came in the same front door at different stages of life. That's why I'm getting scared that he's now plucking in elderly people and being really nice to them. Like, please don't tell me these people are now passing and it's going to be someone else that moves into house, because we've had enough of death today. We've had enough of death today.
We have.
But it still sounds like a very nice... Nothing in the lyrics say anything about death.
No.
So,
but can we just add how incredibly soothing and wonderful his voice is? Like,
yes.
It's so... He has such a good tone to his voice. It's insane.
I like the kindness that is shining through from him in the actual MV.
Yeah, me too.
Like how you could just imagine him being one of those kind of people that go to hospitals and sit by the bedside of sick people and give them comfort and talk to them and just generally like make them feel less alone. Like you can see it in this MV. He just seems like a kind of person.
I bet he was a really good Sonsangnim, a good teacher. You know, I bet.
My door's trying to open by itself.
I bet he was a really good teacher to his students. You know, so.
Yep.
Sonsangnim.
Okay. I'm getting scared of this MV though. You know how they like a good tearjerker in some of these MVs. Okay, ready? The baby is really cute, by the way, and I don't like really children all that much. That one's cute.
It's really cute.
고운 꿈만 꾸길 바라오. 이리저리 부는 바람에 휘청이며 걸어.
Okay, better now. He's tucking in just sleeping people and being comfort. There's no ominous reason because that dude is well away from the end of life. Inside. I can enjoy this video again.
He's providing
genuinely
comfort.
Scared. Yeah, he's providing warmth and comfort and being their guardian angel.
Yeah,
being some kindness in a very hard life where sometimes they're just exhausted by life. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
그대 혼자 외로이 어두운 밤에 쓸쓸히 눈물 속에 잠을 청할 때 나는 그대 이불이
Look how nice she is. Look at her face. She's so sweet looking.
마음 덮어주겠어 이젠 나의 품에 안기어 좋은 꿈만 꾸길 바라오
Some wee harmony adoration going on there.
I know. It's just some people have kind faces and she just has a kind face, which kind of like, she's really sweet.
You can tell even when they were filming that he probably did get very along with all of those actors there because they looked like they were genuinely like interacting in a really like natural way, and she seemed like she was very taken with a Youngtak. Like she's like, oh, he's lovely.
She is. I need almond hugs right now, so she's so cute.
Don't look at me. I'm younger than you. I can't be that for you. And I'm definitely not hugging you.
I'm going to force you to hug me in Korea. No, I won't. I'll like gently force you to hug me.
It's funny because I went to help my mum the other day because my dad's still in the hospital where like she's needing to like make a space for him. And as we were leaving, she gave my son a hug and she's like saying goodbye to Ross. And she turned to me, she went, I know you don't do hugs. She was like, but my own mother. She was like, and I was like, sorry, I'll give it to you here. All right, there we go. Right, that's fine now. You've had it. Go away. And she was like, "Oh, I got a hug. Don't talk about it again.
It's
fine."
the Asian genes in you.
I swear, sometimes it is. Sometimes I think that's what it is. I'm like, don't hug. Just get away from me.
Oh.
But yeah, he was like a hugger. But you can have a Youngtak hug. Just keep me out of it. I'm not interested. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
나의 품에 안기어 고운 꿈만 꾸기
No. Group hug.
도당내 사람아 당신 옆에 내가 있다오.
Pause.
Do you think they're all actors, or do you think they're his actual family?
I don't know. I know the kid in the end is feeling very awkward.
That's me.
It's like teenage
Me,
boy
anytime
angst.
people are like, group activity, you'll have to sit close together. I'm that kid. I'm like,
He's
when
like-
is this over? Please let me go. I swear, I never. You know how teenagers go through that stage where they don't want their parents. That I never outgrew it. That's where I am.
I was laughing. That's why I started laughing in this, because I was like only like eyes focused on the awkward kid at the end. He's like,
You would be how many? You would be all like, oh, hi,
be.
I'm right in the middle and all love, and I'm the kid on the end.
actually,
like,
you know what though? Even though I'm like a softie in a lot of ways, I'm actually not a big hugger myself. Our family doesn't hug as much unless we're going through a situation. So, or saying goodbye. Like the most hugs that we've given each other has been when I've like left and come back from South Africa to visit them. But generally speaking, we're not like a touchy-feely family. Like me and my sister will hug each other when we see each other after a long time, but like we're not like every day hugging each other and stuff. I'm not like a big hugger myself. So
See, that's weird because you are a hugger-ish, but I come from a family that are massive huggers and touchy-feely and overly like demonstratingly affectionate, and then there's me.
yeah.
Like, please don't. Like, I've got a family who literally, whenever they speak to each other on the phone, even if it's siblings, they always end it with "I love you," and I'm always like, bye. Like, I've got a really affectionate family, and it can be really annoying being the one that just wishes they wouldn't.
yeah. Yeah, I think for me, it's like it just depends. Even in relationships, I've never been a clingy kind of person. I just like,
Yeah, no.
I like my space a lot of the time. So you probably
Same.
won't get traumatized by me when we meet. So
You've seen what I'm like, so you'll walk past it. The affectionate he has to steal is like patting me on the head, and I'm like, don't touch me.
I'll probably be kicking you in the shin gently or something, but I'm not going to be hugging you.
All right, I'm into that. Yeah, then there's that side of me. Just out of the blue, we'll just give you a blush, Miss Louise, with your naivety.
Oh, it's so funny.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
I think this has still got quite a bit to go, actually.
Yeah. Or maybe not.
No, yeah. I don't know why
someone covered him. That's good. Good job.
That's because karma, what you put out into the world, comes back to you. If you're a kind person.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got a nice face.
I think that's supposed to be his family, and then that's like his mum and his like siblings, maybe. Does nobody have beds though?
Sleeping on sofas. You know what the thing is
Oh, it's
though?
not done yet.
Oh,
This is why there was a big long bit. I think it's just so that the credits, which we
the credits go
read.
through. You know what it is though, I think as well is like some people don't have those kind of families. You know what I mean? Like you have
Oh, for
problematic
sure.
families, you know, where you end up having like a narcissistic parent or like an
Mhm.
unhealthy relationship with parents. So I guess in some ways this is an ideal kind of
I've got both.
message.
I've lived both worlds.
You have.
My mum left when I was 6, and I lived with my biological father and my stepmother for 3 years. And in that time, I learned not all families are created equal. And then I ran away from home when I was 9.
Oh my
And
gosh.
no, sorry. Wait now. I'm getting my timelines confused here. So my mum left when I was 6. Yeah, I think it was 9. I ran away from home when I was 9, and I took my baby brother with me, and there was a whole lot of trouble. And then the police basically said we could stay with my mum, and the court made a ruling based on the fact that I was willing to get up in court at the age of 9 and testify that my mum could have custody. So my father relinquished his custody to the remaining 2 of his children, considering 2 of them had already ran away the year before. Mum had 4 kids, and me and my brother were the last 2. So I think they kind of saw it as pointless after that when all 4 children in a family home ran away, one after the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I've had both sides of that life. I've had not a very nice sort of situation, and then back to a family with more affection. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of why I am the way I am.
But your stepdad is also really nice too, isn't he?
He also has bipolar disorder, so at times he can be really tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is genuinely like, he is my dad, according to, like, I have a biological sperm donor and I have a dad.
Yeah.
I only have a relationship with my dad. I don't have anything to do with the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you've had a difficult time, you know, so yeah, I have my
Well, that got deep.
that got deep. Yeah, no. Both my parents have been really good parents, I have to say. I kind of have had this, maybe like, and like not in the like overly affectionate way, but I've definitely lived with really good, kind parents. So
Yeah, my mom, she's the very maternal, her kids are her life kind of homemaker, knits, bakes cookies. Like, she is like the all-round package of a mumsy mum.
yeah.
So yeah, going from having that as my first 6 years of life, and then 3 years of life where basically I didn't have a good time, and then going back to that probably is the reason it saved most of my soul.
Yeah, exactly. So
But yeah, it did make me tougher, and it made me, in my opinion, that's why I'm so childish now, because I feel like I didn't have a childhood technically, and then I became an adult and I've like never really grew up.
you know, it's a huge thing when you're 9 years old to decide to run away with your little brother. You know, that's like there's a lot that leads to that happening. You know, so
Yeah, it was kind of a weird. It technically, in a way, wasn't running away because I told them. I also informed my school I wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a 9-year-old, when I look back, I don't even recognise how at 9 years old that I managed to do the things I did. And I formed the school myself. I signed myself out of school. I phoned my stepfather, even though, you know, it was not the era of mobile phones or landlines. It was like you had to go and find a payphone or ask your parent that you live with if you could use the house phone. Phoned them and informed them that he needed to come on a certain day with a van because I was going to pack up my stuff and leave. So technically it wasn't really running away because I made it very official. You know how I am. Even at 9 years old, I was packed with our stuff and was leaving regardless to what was happening in that situation. And I'd already witnessed my brother running away and all the drama and the police dragging him back and everything that happened, and him basically having to deal with all the emotional fallout of getting screamed at and accused of stuff and then getting turfed out. He was only like 13 or 14.
Aww.
And So I already knew what was coming when I told them that I wanted to leave. I knew my biological dad was he's kind of on the narc spectrum, let's say that. To me, he was anyway. So I knew what was coming. I knew there would be accusations and tears and emotional, like, belittling and making me feel like I was the worst person ever. I just didn't care. I was over it.
You were a child. You were 9 years old. Like, that's crazy.
I can still remember to this day being told how selfish I was, how I was a heartless little bitch, and that I was a cold-hearted little cow. This was said to me, and that leaving showed how ungrateful I was, and if I wanted to run to my slag mother, I could.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so my brother was 6 at that point, and I took him with me because he's 3 years younger than me.
It's like a K-drama.
Oh, if you knew the stories from my street. My street was like a modern K-drama. There was so much went on in that street.
That's
so many
crazy.
crossed paths and scandals and affairs and marriages breaking down. And the priests, not a priest, what's the ones that can get married?
Pastor.
Minister,
yeah.
The minister had an affair with an 18-year-old babysitter, but his wife ran away with another neighbour. Like, oh, I had a crazy street.
That's funny. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess we got a lot out of the comforter song from Youngtak, so
it suits him though. He's very much a comforty type person. This song, it just shows that part of him.
I like that he likes to showcase that too. Like, he's not afraid to put those parts of himself out there, so it's really
he likes to promote kindness.
He does. So we're all about that on this channel. So that was great, guys. Thanks. And we're finding Youngtak content, but we're hoping this doesn't get banned. So we're trying. So
hopefully we'll find some more. You can always leave us links and we will have a look.
Yes.
So we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
You did a good job, Leanie.
Please don't.
Hey, fan bears. So fluffy.
What is actually wrong with you? You're such a freak.
Dance. System failure. Lean, 사랑해.
Ew.